Howdy everybody, in this video I'm going to show you the new DRL wireless light system I made. DRL stands for Digital Referee Lighting. It's quite simple. A little bit about me. My name is Scott Dobbins. I've been competing in powerlifting since I was a freshman in high school and then at THSBA in Texas. I'm a competitor. I lifted for Texas A&M. I'm a state referee, soon to be a national referee. I'm a meet director. Directed 3 competitions, and I'm a coach for the A&M team, and I'm an assistant coach on the sub-junior and junior world teams this year. So I designed this system from basically all points of view. I wanted to create something that would solve a lot of problems, be easy to see, and be affordable, and bring powerlifting into the 21st century. I just graduated from Texas A&M University in May with a bachelor's in electrical engineering, so that's how I was able to acquire the knowledge to be able to develop a system like this. I'm actually going back for my master's degree this fall, and I'm also going to be directing 2018 Collegiate Nationals, so I'll be a national meet director by the time I am 25. So this is something that has been a very special project to me, and I'd just like to take a few minutes now to show you everything that it does. So this is the basically what you'll be getting if you choose to order one of the sets. Right now I've got it in an aluminum plated, it's actually a dual handgun case, and you can just kind of see the iPhone for reference of how large this is. You know, it's not very big at all. So we open up the case, and what we see is you're going to see 3 remotes, the miniaturized computer, an HDMI cable, micro USB power cable, and a Bluetooth 10 keypad. This is the IPF Deluxe version, so this does everything. This is the highest trim level I'll offer. So this is the brains. This is what makes everything kind of run and tick. I've got a little extra dongle in there from when I was doing some work on it. But this is a full-fledged computer, and you can see it's just simple HDMI and micro USB on the side, and for 99.9% of the stuff that you'll be using, that's all you'll need. Those USB ports in the front are for some maintenance and stuff. But if you look at the remote, it's pretty simple. There's a button on the top that will turn the remote on and off. Each remote has an LED on the front that indicates the Bluetooth pairing status, and of course all of the buttons are illuminated. So for the most part, whenever you are using this system, the LEDs will be on for 2 seconds and off for 2 seconds. That means they're properly connected. So just for the sake, I've got my power cable already on the side so that I don't have to undo that one, and an HDMI cable already run for the screen capturing software I'll use to show you what it looks like. So everything in this system is completely plug and play, 100%. I'm plugging the HDMI first so you can see exactly what happens. It requires no laptop, no real programming knowledge of any kind. And in the top right you can see, so this is what it will look like whenever you turn this thing on for the first time, and every time for that matter. So it kind of looks a little intimidating at first because just randomly code starts flying across the screen. That is the operating system of the Linux-based computer booting up. And it takes about 45 seconds to a minute to boot up, which isn't that bad. And everything is done automatically. You can kind of see now that the LEDs on the remotes are starting to blink a little bit. That means they're starting to look for their basically their mother, for lack of a better word. So each set of 3 remotes is paired specifically to a miniaturized computer. I do that before I send it out. And so this is the program automatically starts as soon as you don't have to do anything. And so this is basically what you'll be seeing for most of the time. The attempt timer is up there. That is for the 60 seconds for the lifter. And with this one, the chief referee has complete control over that. One click of the green button will start the timer, and another click will actually pause it. And you can see I've got these indicator dots that show when a decision has been received wirelessly, but then it waits till all 3 come in. And then you can see in the bottom left, that lifter's now attempt selection timer has started. That is their 1 minute to submit their next attempt. And you saw that the attempt timer also, it just automatically started over to 1 minute, so there's no need to manually reset the timer every time. Now, it will handle multiple infraction cards. You can see that it missed that last yellow one. The reason that it was a trade-off, because I didn't want it to wait too long for a referee decision to basically build the suspense, but still be fast enough that you can hit all three and get it. So you can see I was just fast enough on that one. If the last referee that is gonna put in their decision, they need to hit all of their buttons within 1 second from the start of their first button. So this is the scoring table remote, and the scoring table also has complete control over the timer. I know I was talking to some Cat 2s and Cat 1s, and they were saying, technically the chief referee, he or she shouldn't have control of the timer. Well, at a local meet, whenever we don't have expediters and TCs and everything, it makes it run faster. We used this at 2016 PowerFest in Houston last weekend, and it was a great success. But for national meets, it's still the same thing. You can start and stop the timer. This is a cool feature. So shout out to Josh Shore for thinking of this one. On third attempt deadlifts, whenever things are getting crazy and people are submitting stuff and the scoring table is confused, they can hit that and let the chief referee know, or the referees and spotters, look, we got to get our stuff situated. Wait. So that's just, I thought that was a really, really neat idea. So what makes this cool is also you can change the timer duration. So you hit timer edit mode, which is the plus, and then you can enter the duration in minutes, and up to 1 to 99 minutes, and for breaks and for the start of a meet. And what I like is between 8 minutes and 3 minutes, it displays this message. So I don't know about most people, but every meet that I've ran, I have never had very experienced table workers, and it's a lot to remember on meet day. And so what this does is this allows them to do their job better and more accurately by displaying the timer. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit to show you what it looks like normally. And you can see that as we approach 3 minutes, the timer will count down, and then once the 3 minutes threshold is reached, it displays a message then saying no more changes. And that will help out your table workers, and that will allow you to run a faster paced meet, where you can follow all the rules, where there's not any discrepancies. And if somebody comes up and say, well, you took her opener or his opener, why won't you take mine? It's plain sight for everybody to see, and there can be no argument about that. Fast forward a little bit, and as soon as the timer reaches 0, it will automatically reset and be ready to go again. So you can see what I'm doing is just hit the buttons, start the timer, and it's ready to go again. It's basically out of meet break mode and into meet running mode. So the next thing that we're going to show is, if you see I just hit the yellow button and then I hit the white. So in that left remote, I hit yellow and then white, but my decision being shown is white, meaning you can switch between good or bad. If you accidentally hit a yellow card and you meant white, or a blue card you meant white, as long as you make your correct decision again before everything's displayed, it will show it properly. In the middle, what you can see is I just turned off the power, completely cut the power, which kicks off the battery. And what I'm showing right now is how the remotes will automatically pair up again. It's kind of, with most electronics and most everything, and especially with this, if for some reason it doesn't work, if the remotes don't pair on the first try, just turn them off and turn them back on again, and they'll pair up. I have not been, and you can see it's paired up again, and we're good to go. Every type of issue I've found can be solved with turning it off and turning it back on again. Each remote is covered in a silicone boot that's easy to take off, and so this is the battery compartment. So I recommend using these EBL high capacity 9-volt batteries. I got these on Amazon. They're 600 milliamp hours. Some of the batteries I used at PowerFest died halfway through, some Duracells and Energizers. These guys lasted all day long, no problem, and they weren't even fully charged. You can get a nice docking station off of Amazon and charge them up before your meet, and you should be good to go. I had 0 problems with those batteries, and I used basically all 3 major brands, and those ones didn't even last very long, but these guys did very, very well at PowerFest. And you can see that middle remote is already paired up again, ready to go. Now on the attempt selection timer, as you'll be able to see here soon, the one on the left, whenever it goes down, basically everything moves to the left, right? So as soon as that 49-second one counts down, and if there's not another decision that comes in by then, it will completely disappear. So now what I'm going to show is basically a manual reset feature. So you can see, let's say a referee prematurely makes their decision. Hitting the white and blue button at the same time will clear it. So if a lifter's walking up and you see one of those green dots up on the screen and maybe a referee accidentally pushed it, chief referee can clear that. Because I know some lifters, if they walk up and they see a decision's already been made, they might start asking some questions. Holding the white and yellow button will reset the timer. So if the chief referee is in control of the timer at your meet and they prematurely hit it, a white and yellow button will reset that timer completely. So now basically we're going to talk about a worst case scenario. What I just did there was a decision was shown and then I manually reset the timer and I started it again. So what that lets you do is if you've got two lifters at the same rack height, same weight, and you want to call bars loaded immediately, you can do that. And you can see that the clock after that initial decision was gone. It didn't reset the timer. It's still counting down. So that will allow you to basically keep your meet moving quickly as fast as possible. You don't have to wait on that 10-second timer before the lights go away and the timer resets. You can manually reset it yourself while still allowing your table workers to see the lights. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how this system came out. Each remote is paired specifically to a computer, so you can have 1,000 platforms in one room and there will be no problem. You won't have any crosstalk or anything like that ever.